respected elders, educationists, language scholars, dear teachers and dearest students, welcome. First of all, it is my kind request that those who have been subscribed our channel so far may kindly subscribe it. Dear students, in the last class we saw the Tamil Finite Verb. What are the three parts of the finite verb? And what are their uses? And what are the function of the first, middle and final parts? All these things we saw in the last class. Now in this class, we are going to see the final part of the finite verb. The final part of the final verb for first person singular plural, second person singular plural, and third person 5 genders: masculine, feminine and human plural genders. Then third person neuter singular, nude person singular gender, and third person neutral plural gender. For all these 5 genders, on the whole are these 9 columns: first person, second person, third person. In first person 2 singular and plural, in third person 2 singular and plural, and in third person 5 masculine, feminine and human plural genders. Then the third person neuter gender, singular and neuter gender plural. All these things we are going to see. How the final part of the vibhuti, final part of the the finite verb should be. How the final verb of finite verb, final part of the finite verb should be for these 3 persons. Come, let us see. Tamil grammar, final parts of final verb, final parts of finite verb for 5 genders and 3 persons, for 3 persons and 5 genders. An, am for first person singular an, first person plural om, second person singular I, second person plural are, and kal. Third person masculine gender an, feminine gender al, plural human gender plural ar kal. Third person neuter gender singular tu ru plural neuter gender plural video 1000, video 100, take it 7423. The final parts of the 5 genders, the final parts of the 5 genders for 5 finite verbs we are going to see here. For the first person and second person singular and plural we have already seen in the previous 2 lessons. Now here we are going to see the final parts of the finite verb for the 5 genders: masculine, feminine and human plural, neutral singular, neuter plural. Let us see first the final part of the finite verb of masculine gender. The final part of the finite verb of the masculine gender, aanbal vinai in Tamil. See, the finite verbs ending in an represent masculine gender. That is, the Tamil finite verbs ending in on, ending in on represents masculine gender. Final part, un, past, present and future. Undanan, ungindanan, unban. Undanan, ungindanan, unban. In English, he ate, he eats, he will eat. But this undanan, ungindanan, unbanan is used only in poems, poetry, not in normal use. In normal use, at the final part, on is used. On only is used in the ordinary speech and writing. See, on, undan, past, ungindran, unban. Undan, ungindan, unban. He ate, he eats, he will eat. So, regarding the masculine gender, it is enough if you know that a finite verb in all the 9 tenses should end in on. Should end in on. When we speak and write, the final part of the verb should end in on. When we want to represent, when we want to say about a man, when we want to refer to a man, we should end the final part of the verb in on. You see, vandan, varugindran, varuvan. In the same is for the remaining 9 tenses, continuous and perfect tenses. So we can use vandan, varugaran, varuvan. In English, he came, here undan, ungindan, unban. He ate, he eats, he will eat. For an and on is the same. In addition, I say vandan, varugaran, varuvan. In English, he came, he comes, he will come. Okay? Then for the final part of the finite verb of the feminine gender are al and al. The finite verbs ending in al represent a feminine gender. Penbal vinayamutru. The finite verbs ending in al represent feminine gender. See? Final part. So final part, al, undanal, ungindanal, unbal. English, she ate, she eats, she will eat. Another final part, all, undal, ungindral, அல்லது உண்கிறாள், உண்கின்றாள் or உண்கின்றாள் இருக்கிறாள், உண்பாள், உண்கின்றாள், உண்கிறாள், உண்பாள். 3. Present, past and past, present, future. In English the same. She ate, she eats, so forth. See, as I said earlier, as I told you earlier, as an is used only in the poetry form, al is also used only in the poems and not in ordinary speech and writing. In ordinary Tamil speech and writings, only all is used for all the 9 tenses used in Tamil. So it is enough if you know to say, to refer to a girl or woman, we should finish the verb in al. You see, undal, ungiral, unbal, sapittal, sapidgaral, sapidval, vandal, varugiral, varuval. She came, she comes, she will come. Okay? Vandal, she came. Varugiral, she comes. Varuval, she will come. So, the verb should end in al. For male, the final part the verb should end in on. For female, the verb should end in all. And then for human gender plural, see, for human gender, the final part of the finite verb of human gender plural, பலர்பால் வினைமுற்று இதில் முடிய வேண்டும். How they should end? The finite verbs ending in ar are represent human gender plural. The finite verb ending in ar are represent human gender plural. Ar, உண்டனர், உண்கின்றனர், உண்பர். They ate, they eat, they will eat. Are, உண்டார், உண்கின்றார் or உண்கிறார், உண்கின்றார் அல்லது உண்கிறார், உண்பார். Three tenses, three simple tenses. So this are the final part ending in ar, as we saw earlier, it is used only in poems, but in ordinary speech, or the final part is the final part ends with or, vandar, or அல்லது கள், both ways, or in plural, or கள், வந்தார் அது உண்டார், உண்டார்கள், உண்கின்றார், உண்கின்றார்கள், உண்பார், உண்பார்கள், உண்பார், உண்பார்கள், உண்டார், உண்டார்கள், உண்கின்றனர், 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 உண்கிறார், உண்கின்றனர், உண்கிறார், அல்லது உண்கின்றார்கள், உண்கிறார்கள், உண்பர், உண்பார், உண்பார்கள். Or it may end either in or in கள். See, let us see the three. The verb ending in or represents male. The finite verb ending in r represents female. The finite verb ending in or kal represents both male and female. That is plural, human gender plural. Then let us see the final part of the finite verb of neuter gender singular. The final part of the finite verb of neuter gender singular. ஒன்றன்பால் வினைமுற்று, ஒன்றன்பால் வினைமுற்று. The final part of the finite verb of the neutral gender singular. The finite verb ending in tu represents neuter gender singular. Ending in tu, it only you keep in mind. The finite verb ending in tu represents neutral third person neutral gender singular. The finite verb finite verb ending in tu represents neutral gender singular. You see, உண்டது, tu உண்டது, உண்கின்றது, உண்கின்றது, உண்கின்றது அல்லது உண்கிறது, உண்பது, உண்பது. That is only in it is only in the grammar book, in the grammar of Tamil. But in normal usage, the final part is used both for singular and plural. See, is used for future tense both for singular and plural. But in other six tenses, past and present and its continuous perfect tenses, tu for singular and now for plural are used. But for future tenses, both for singular and plural, is used. Here, உண்டது, உண்கின்றது, உண்பது, tu, உண்டது, உண்கின்றது அல்லது உண்கிறது, உண்ணும். You see, answer in Tamil. மாடு வந்தது, That is, a cow came. மாடு வருகின்றது. A cow comes. மாடு வரும். A cow will come. A dog ran. A dog runs. நாய் ஓடியது. A dog ran. நாய் ஓடுகிறது. A dog runs. நாய் ஓடும். A dog will run. Okay. A tree, மரம், ஒரு மரம் வீழ்ந்தது. A tree fell. ஒரு மரம் விழுகிறது. A tree falls. ஒரு மரம் விழும். A tree will fall. Okay. For singular, the final verb should end in two. மாடு வந்தது, மாடு வருகின்றது, மாடு வரும். Cow came, cow comes, cow will come. For singular. See for plural. Third person singular, neuter, third person neuter gender singular. Third person, the final part of the finite verb of neuter gender plural. A neuter gender plural. பலவின் பால் வினைமுற்று. The finite verb ending in na. It is in Nanular to say a, but actually it ends in a. Then they divide the r in total in plus r. Ending in na. Normally the finite verbs ending in na represent neuter gender plural. That is, if we want to talk about the neuter gender plural, we should finish the verb with na. You see, மாடுகள் வந்தன, உண்டன, உண்கின்றன, உண்ணும். உண்பன not in use. உண்ணும். உண்டன, உண்கின்றன, உண்ணும். மாடுகள் உண்டன, மாடுகள் உண்கின்றன, மாடுகள் உண்ணும். நாய்கள் ஓடின, நாய்கள் ஓடுகின்றன, நாய்கள் ஓடும். Dogs ran, dogs run, runs. Dogs ran, dogs run, dogs will run. All the simple tenses, past, present, future. But like this, we can do all the six tenses, that is continuous and perfect tenses. We can form the sentences in this way. English: undana, they eat. Ungindana, they eat. Undana, they ate. Ungindana, they eat. Unnum, they will eat. So for singular, third person neuter gender singular, the final verb should end in thu. For neuter gender plural, the final verb should end in na for all the 9 tenses. Now, let us see the final parts of finite verb for all the 3 persons and 5 genders. So, here is the chart. It tells us how the final part of the finite verb should be for the 3 persons, singular and plural. How the final parts of the finite verb should be for the 3 persons, for first person, second person, third person, and singular and plural. Okay. Now let us see. First of all, let us see. First person, singular I, plural we. The final part of the finite verb for first person singular should be in. The final part of the finite verb should be in for singular, first person singular. Let us say, நான் வந்தேன், நான் வருகிறேன், நான் வருவேன். Likewise for the 9 tenses we can. நான் வந்தேன், வருகிறேன், வருவேன், ஏன். Likewise for continuous and perfect tense we can form. வந்து கொண்டிருந்தேன், வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறேன், வந்து கொண்டிருப்பேன், வந்திருந்தேன், வந்திருக்கிறேன், வந்திருப்பேன். For 9 tenses, ஏன். Then first person plural in Tamil, we, நாங்கள். நாங்கள் வந்தோம், நாங்கள் வருகிறோம், நாங்கள் வருவோம். 3 tenses. நாங்கள் வந்து கொண்டிருந்தோம், நாங்கள் வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம், வந்து கொண்டிருப்போம், வந்திருந்தோம், வந்திருக்கிறோம், வந்திருப்போம். 9 tenses. ஓம். First person plural. Then second person singular. For regarding English, the form of the verbs for first and second person is the same. But in Tamil, they are different. For singular and plural, the forms of the finite verbs are different. See, the final part of the finite verb for second person singular is I. The final part of the finite verb for the second person singular is I. Vandai, வருகின்றாய், வருவாய். You came, you come, you will come. You came, you come, you will come in English. Tamil, வந்தாய், வருகின்றாய், வருவாய். In the same way for all the 9 tenses. I. But second person plural. For singular and plural, English pronoun is you. But Tamil for singular is நீ. For plural, நீர் or நீங்கள். நீ singular, நீர் or நீங்கள் plural, second person. Singular, நீ, plural, நீர் or நீங்கள். But in English, you. So, okay. So, the second person singular, the final part is I. And for final part for plural is ஈர் or கள். வந்தீர் or வந்தீர்கள். வருகிறீர், வருகிறீர்கள். வருவீர், வருவீர்கள். or கள். In English, you came, you come, you will come. Both for singular and plural, the verbs are the same. For singular and plural, the verb in English are the same. For singular and plural, okay? In Tamil, for singular I, for plural ir or kal, the final part. And third person, human gender. Third part, human gender. Masculine gender, an, on. Feminine gender, and, all. Plural, human gender, plural, they, are, kal. But in right, I see, an, are used only in poetry. But in ordinary speech and writings, are for male on, for female are, for plural human gender are kal. Both are used. Then neuter gender, third person neuter gender singular. Third person neuter gender singular. It. The finite verb should end in tu, ru or wum. But we should know all the verbs, the present and past and present forms ends in tu. The future form ends in wum. In Tamil, the neuter gender singular, the past and present form of the finite verb ends in tu. And the future form of the finite verb ends in wum for singular. As well as for plural, neuter gender plural, past tense and present tense and its varieties. continuous and perfect end in na. The finite verbs ends in na for plural of the neuter gender, or plural of the third person neuter gender, ends in na. That is, in short, regarding the final neuter gender, for the singular verb ends in tu for past and present, and for future, and the final verb ends in na for past tense and present tense, and for future tense. That is for 3 future tenses. But for 6 tenses, continuous and perfect, 6 tenses, the 3 tenses, they end in na. Respected student, respected elders, dear teachers and students, thus we have see what is the final part of the finite verb, what should be the final parts of the final verb for first person singular plural, second person singular plural, and third person 5 genders, masculine, feminine, and human gender plural, then neuter gender singular and a neuter gender plural. How the final parts of the finite verb should be? How Tolkapiam and Nannul describe it? Both Tolkapiam and Nannul describe that the final part of the final verb for the first person singular should be ஏன், வந்தேன், வருகிறேன், வருவேன், likewise. When first person plural, the final part should be ஓம், வந்தோம், வருகிறோம், வருவோம். Okay, first person singular. First person singular, the final part should be ஏன். First person plural, the final part should be om. Okay, 2 are over. Then second person. For second person singular, the final part of the finite verb should be I, வந்தாய், வருகின்றாய், வருவாய். These simple tenses. Likewise the remaining 6 tenses, who can say like that? வந்து கொண்டிருந்தாய், வந்திருந்தாய். It should end in I. The second person singular finite verb in Tamil should end in I for all the 9 tenses. Then the second person plural should end in ear or kal. For second person finite verb may end either in ear or kal for plural. வந்தீர் or வந்தீர்கள், வருகிறீர், வருகிறீர்கள், வருவீர், வருவீர்கள். What are the same? For the 3 tenses. Like this the remaining 6 tenses. வந்து கொண்டிருந்தீர்கள், வந்து கொண்டிருந்தீர், வந்து கொண்டிருந்தீர்கள். வந்திருந்தீர், வந்திருந்தீர்கள், வந்திருக்கிறீர், வந்திருக்கிறீர்கள், வந்திருப்பீர், வந்திருப்பீர்கள். For all the 9 tenses, the finite verb of the plural, second person plural, should end either in or in kal. Okay. வந்தீர், வந்தார்கள், வந்தீர், வந்தீர்கள், வருகிறீர், வருகிறீர்கள், வருவீர், வருவீர்கள். This is the meaning of this. Okay. Then the second person singular and plural is over. For first person, ஏன், ஓம். For second person singular I, third person either or, either ear or kal. Now the remaining 5 genders, third person 5 genders. Masculine on. You need not bother about on. You have in memory only on. For first person singular, for 9 tenses the final part should be on. Vandan, Varugran, Varuvan, Vandirupan, final case, perfect tense. On. For female, feminine gender, all. You need not bother about all. It is only in normal usage, speech and writings. We need not bother about poems or poetry. Vandal, Varugiral, Varval. Vandirundal, perfect. Vandirundal, Vandirugiral, Vandirupal, perfect. Vandukundurundal, Vandukundurgiral, Vandukundurupal. Okay, 9 tenses. All. Then, third person, human gender plural. Human gender plural. Either R or kal. You need not bother about R. R, either R or kal. Vandar or vandargal. Varugirar, varugirargal. Varuvar, varuvargal. Third person plural. Human gender. வந்து கொண்டிருந்தார் அல்லது வந்து கொண்டிருந்தார்கள். Likewise for all the 9 tenses. Okay. On for male, all for female, or for plural. Human gender. Ending. Final. Final verb ending. On, all, or kal. Then come to neuter gender. For neuter gender singular, the final part. The final part, Vibhuti in Tamil, final part should be tu for singular and na for plural. That's all. Tu for singular and na for plural. For the 2 tenses, past tense and present tense. Simple, continuous and perfect. And regarding the future tense, the ending should be for the 9. For singular and plural, the ending should be You see, I say, Maadu varum, maadugal varum. Maadu varum, maadugal varum. நாய் ஓடும், நாய்கள் ஓடும். நாய் ஓடும், நாய்கள் ஓடும். பழம் விழும், பழங்கள் விழும். Future. பழம் விழும், பழங்கள் விழும். But singular verb. மாடு வந்தது, மாடு வருகிறது. Singular. A cow came. A cow comes. Past and present. A dog ran. Some dogs, a dog ran. A dog runs. This is very perfect. A cow had come. A cow, yes, I'm telling in English. I have to tell it in Tamil. மாடு வந்தது, மாடு வருகின்றது. மாடு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. மாடு வந்து கொண்டிருந்தது. மாடு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. மாடு வந்திருந்தது. மாடு வந்திருக்கின்றது. Is for singular. Tu. The verb should end in tu. For plural, the present and past verb should end. Past and present verb should end in na. மாடுகள் வந்தன. நாய்கள் ஓடின. நாய்கள் ஓடுகின்றன. மாடுகள் வருகின்றன. நாய்கள் குரைக்கின்றன. நாய் குரைக்கின்றது, நாய்கள் குரைக்கின்றன. மாடு வருகிறது ஒருமை, மாடுகள் வருகின்றன plural. Dog barks, நாய் குரைக்கிறது ஒருமை, நாய்கள் குரைக்கின்றன பன்மை. So when we talk about singular, third person singular neutral sender, we should the final part should be tu. For plural, the final part should be na. That's all. So again, for for first person singular, the final part should be aim. For plural, om. Second person singular, I. Final part. Plural, either ear or kal. Then third person, masculine. For male, on. For female, all. For neutral gender plural, for human gender plural, either or kal, or kal. For plural, the neutral gender singular. For neutral singular, the end should be tu for past and present, and for future. Likewise for the nine tenses. Then for plural, third neutral gender plural, the final part should be na. For past and present, and the final part of the verb should be for the future. That's okay. In the next class, we are going to see the middle part of the verb. How the three tenses, the part which spot decides whether it is present tense or past tense or future tense. This is decided by the final part of the finite verb. That we are going to see in the following classes. So, regarding verbs, it is very important chapter. The grammar of English, the grammar of Tamil verbs is very, very important. So, with this we will see in three classes. In one class is remaining. That we will see tomorrow or the day after tomorrow we will see. So, okay. Elders, teachers and students. So far you have seen what are the final parts of the finite verb for the first person singular, first person plural, second person singular and plural, and third person human gender, masculine gender, feminine gender, and human gender plural, and neutral gender singular and neutral gender. How the final parts of the finite verb should be. That we will see. Okay. I first say I thank all of you for patiently and keenly listening to the class. The verbs, the final part, the Vugdi, the final parts of the three persons for all the nine tenses. I thank all of you for listening patiently and keenly. We will meet in the next class. Till then, I wish all of you a nice and sweet time. Thank you.